sacrifices, play this game. I done prayed that my life would never be the same. I done prayed that I will make it bring glory to my name.
We are back and we are better. We pretty much had a pre-podcast before the podcast. Me and Mark talking off air, and I do believe Calvin's going to be joining us later. But I know we kind of already talked about it, but just to kind of just some filler time for Calvin. What you been up to, man? I know you talking about you've been up to work, but
just working, man. Like everybody else, man. Just working away, working them days away.
Yeah, I actually shout out to the new hat. My merch came in today.
Oh, nice. I like that.
I appreciate it. And then I actually got a beanie that I just ordered that I put up on my website, and it's the beanie with the pom-pom, and it says 615 across. It's gonna be lit.
Okay.
I'm so excited for the thing.
Hell yeah, that's dope.
But I was talking to one of my friends at work, my boy, Nice Guy Nate. He's the nicest human being on the face of this earth.
Nice Guy Nate.
Nice Guy Nate, the nicest person I've ever met in my entire life. And so we know when it's work and it's dead and it's just you and your coworkers and friends or whatever. So we're just talking. And then Jerry as well was there. We were just talking about like sometimes like there's a point like I feel like I'm in at this point right now, but like there's certain points in life because we talk about work and I feel like I'm just working and working. It's the same thing day in, day out. And I feel like I'm just in life and treading water, you know? I feel like I'm not going anywhere. I know I feel like that though, because I'm still in school. Yeah. I know when I graduate, it's not gonna be like that. But I gotta pay the bills while I'm in school. So it just feels like I'm in this cycle of just the same thing over and over and over and over. Right now, even though I know it's only temporary, but it's still just mentally draining, dude.
Oh yeah.
It's just like same thing every week. It's the exact same thing.
Absolutely, bro. Being an adult sucks.
I know. It's like it's so weird when you're a kid. You can't wait to be grown and have your own place, do your own. Oh no!
I'll do all your own shit. Buy whatever you want, eat whatever. Just do whatever you want. You think all that freedom's awesome. Then you get that freedom. You're like,
you gotta earn it once you get it.
This kind of sucks.
Yeah, it's like once you get that freedom, you gotta earn the right to keep it. Like you gotta earn that apartment you live in by working to keep it.
Right.
Yeah, so it's like a constant cycle of I gotta work to get the money to have the freedom to do whatever I want. But to keep doing that, I gotta keep working. So then it's like a
right. You pay all your bills and your money's gone. So you can't do anything with your freedom. At that point, you're like, all right, I buy groceries. All right, I paid my bills. How much I got left? Oh shit, $200. Okay, cool.
Right. Then you're like, okay, I guess if I don't eat Wednesday and Friday,
I guess that's going. Well, I guess that's what's going to be my gas for the week. All right.
Right. Or like we were talking about last week. Oh, my camera. Like we were talking about last week. Okay, I got some money. Car.
It's always something.
The check-ins are like, come on. You're like, oh my gosh.
That's what scares me. Like when me and my wife do buy like a house, like just the upkeep on a house. Like I know if we build a brand new house, it won't be as bad like the first 5 years, but like after that 5th year,
eventually
stuff stops working, breaking. The air conditioner might go out, and you're just like, oh, it's just gonna be something.
Oh man, yeah, but I can't wait to have a house because first of all, I messed up. When I first moved out here, I thought about moving into an actual house,
right?
And just, I guess basically doing like a whole mortgage thing. But I didn't know what I was doing, so I just decided to get an apartment I'm renting. Well, I'm very open about it. My rent's $1,600 a month, right? And it's a 2-bedroom, 2-bath. It's like barely over 1,000 square feet. So, most people, depending on where you live, most people, depending on where you live, most people might think that's not too bad, yada yada. For the market out here, it's very expensive, and for the apartment complex, so it's not a super high end complex. It's like it didn't have like all that crap. I don't have hardwood floor, so like it's not top of the line apartment complex. It's nice, but I'm overpaying for what this is actually worth on the current market, right?
Right.
And so I looked at there was a house that was because before I was going to move into this two. Here's Calvin. Before I was going to move into the unit I'm in now that I moved in 2 years ago, that's two bedroom. I was actually going to move out and move into a house because I was like, let me see how much that would cost and do a house. And I found out that the mortgage on this house, it was like a 3 bedroom, 2 story, like pretty much like a standard
3 bedroom, 2 bath.
Yeah, standard like suburban type house. The mortgage was going to be like $800 a month, which is
you should
literally half of what the mortgage is going towards owning the house. Right. I'm paying $1,600 a month for rent to not own anything at the end of the day.
$800 a month in mortgage? That's crazy.
For like a 22 square foot house, 3 bedroom, 2 bath. It was going to be like $8 for like 32 or what is it? I don't know how long. Forget how long.
What year was this? What year was this?
This was in this pre-COVID. 2019, pre-COVID.
And you would have bought that house, it probably would have been double what its value is now.
That's what I'm saying.
And then when you were like saying you were going to move to Tennessee, you'd sell that shit, take your profit margin, and just put a huge down payment on the house.
I'm set. Yeah. So, and then I also did the math, and if I had got it right when I moved here in the summer of 2019, I don't plan on graduating until 2024. I could have a big chunk of the house damn near paid off. Yeah. By then. So I was like, dang, now I'm stuck in this rent. And now it's too late because the retail market is just through the roof. Everything's unaffordable. The house is gone. It's not even available. But I was like, dang, man, I messed up. I should have moved into the house. I just was scared because, like you said, once you get a house, something breaks. Like here, something breaks. I get online, I put in a major request, it gets fixed that day.
That's right.
In a house, I gotta call a third-party company. They gotta come by, give me an estimate.
Out of your pocket, too.
Out of my pocket. And then, I didn't want to deal with that. But at half the rent, I could have money set aside for when I do need stuff fixed and still be in the. I messed up. Calvin, I messed up.
What you mean you messed up?
So quick summary, because you came in mid-conversation. I was saying how when I first moved here, I was gonna get a house, like buy a house, and live in that instead of an apartment. Because I was telling Mark that I'm paying $1,600 a month for my apartment now. The mortgage at the time pre-COVID, before the whole market real estate boom happened in Texas with California people leaving, the mortgage was gonna be like $800 a month for the house versus my $1,600 a month for the rent. In the house, I'm gonna I own it. So like Mark said, whenever I move, I can sell it. I'm a profit, and that goes in my pocket. Versus when I'm done here, I leave. They're gonna end up taxing me on repairs that they're gonna have to do for the apartment,
cleaning and everything.
Right. Yeah. So I messed up.
Yeah.
Well, you live and you learn.
You should have bought it, bro.
I know.
You should have bought it. You would have had the whole house to yourself. You would have had
See, I don't like that, Kevin. Fuck that noise.
You would have had a room just dedicated just for shoes, dog.
Yeah. No, I don't have. Well, I'm not on that level yet. But if I was paying $800 a month for my rent or housing, I probably would have so many more shoes. Jeez,
man, would be crazy.
I couldn't live in a house by myself though. Because once you start, what I'm talking about. Houses make noises when you're by yourself.
See, Mark,
start creaking and crack-a-lacking.
Nah, bro.
Nah, bro. I'm serious. That shit. Houses start making noises when you're there by yourself. You know damn well they do. What the fuck?
It's a lot of area to just maintain by yourself too. I can barely keep up with this apartment by myself.
Clean a whole house by yourself. Ooh, Lord.
The whole day.
Woo. 2 bathrooms to clean, and then you got a vacuum upstairs, downstairs. Come on. Woo, Lord.
Yeah, I feel
mop, dust, out all the rooms and shit. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a task in itself, man, for sure.
Yeah, by yourself, that would take you all. That'd probably take you Shit, it might take you all Saturday to do that by yourself.
Oh, easily, for sure.
Do like a really good job. Make sure everything's really clean. Shit, it'd take a long time.
Yeah, it's an adult ass conversation.
Well, we are adults.
Grown folk shit. Talk about the upkeep of a house.
I mean, I guess you could get one of them little Roombas, turn the little bitch on, let it do its thing.
There's this service out here. It's called something. It's like some type of maid service. They'll come and clean your house. And the pricing actually isn't that bad. I think for 2 hours, if you just want them to like clean for 2 hours, like specific areas, if it's gonna take more than 2 hours, I think it's only like 70 something for 2 hours. Or like 100, which isn't crazy.
That's doable for sure.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind doing that like once a month in the deep clean, and I can just maintain it for a while until it needs to be deep cleaned again.
Yeah.
That wouldn't be bad, bro, to be honest.
Nah, just once a month? Nah, that wouldn't be bad at all.
Or even
Let's have them come in there.
Yeah, once, maybe even 2 months for a deep clean.
Yeah.
Shit.
If you maintain it, you gotta maintain it.
Right, yeah.
Man, I got a rant. I got a bone to pick with Mitch.
Man, look, man.
What are you talking about?
Look, man.
I got a topic that I got to save that will fire him up.
Listen, man, I'm going to flame him right now. I'm going to flame him right now. What did this man say in chat yesterday in the group message? Oh, we should save that for the pod. He wanted to talk about something. His ass even on the goddamn pod.
Yeah, he did say it.
He said, I'm going to save it for the pod. I'm going to save it for the pod. His ass ain't even here.
He did say saying it's too late because it's 7 o'clock or like 6 o'clock.
He ain't coming on.
Nah, bitch ain't.
And he's in the past too. Oh, he's ahead.
And hey, y'all saw the text. Y'all saw the text. I should be able to come on. I should be able to. Man.
That's Mitch for you, man.
Cap. He's capping.
Cap. Calvin, what you been up to?
Man, just working, man.
I swear it's all we said.
Working,
That's all we do, man. That's all we do.
I'm steady hitting up the movies with Mark, man. It's around the movie season, so we're watching frequent movies and shit. Went to go see, what was it yesterday? The Michael Myers one.
We saw Halloween,
yeah. It was. I give it a 6 out.
It wasn't it, Chief. It was not the one.
It wasn't the one, but I mean, it was a good try. But I'll give it some or whatever. But that motherfucking smile, though, I don't know if we talked about that last time, but that's still up there.
I don't think you came on the pod. I don't think you came on the pod the next day.
But
no.
In anyways, I'm just gonna give you my honest opinion about it. I think there's gonna be a second one, just how the way it ended and everything. You just can't leave a cliffhanger like that.
I agree.
So I mean, if there's not one, I'm kind of gonna be disappointed. But in my opinion, I think there should be one. So if you haven't checked that out, go see it. But yeah, we're gonna go see that. What's that other one that we saw yesterday that Connor didn't want to go see?
Pray for the Devil.
Oh yeah, I got to see that one.
The demonic possession shit.
Must say y'all seeing some dark ass movies.
Hey man, Smile was legit scary. Like this shit scared me.
Yeah, it was very, very interesting. Good plot though. I still want to see The Invitation though.
We can go see it. I didn't even know it was out.
Is that another scary one?
Yeah, I don't know what it is.
A thriller?
Yeah, what I would say.
I think it's like vampires and shit. I think that's what it is. I think because in the trailers, like they drink blood and shit, and they kill somebody. Start The Invitation, and they like kill this person at dinner table, and they start drinking the blood. You know what I'm talking about? I mean, we saw it in trailers.
I don't know. We'll see that one. I don't know, man. But besides work in the movies, man, I mean, nothing much though. I mean, I'm excited. NBA's back. That's definitely something exciting. But yeah.
Y'all gonna go see Black Adam?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I heard it was No,
Ass.
no, I heard it was good.
Okay,
Hang
was that
on. Oh shit. I
you said it was
mean,
Mark?
Do what? What,
it's,
Calvin?
no, nobody. It hasn't even came out yet.
Oh.
Well, I
Black.
mean, you know those like reviewers, they never. So obviously, all these reviews say it's good, but they only put up the good ones. So you never, before a movie, because you never see the
Absolutely.
bad reviews.
No.
So I'm not 100% sure. Now, somebody did say that it's a game changer for DC, so I think it. Oh my God! Somebody reviewed. They gave it 1 star. So I haven't even seen the movie. I haven't watched this movie yet. So I'm not even gonna read the rest of the review. Oh my gosh! Why not 1 star for a not fan? Oh my God! I can't believe people like this exist. Anyway,
They say, Mr. Cavill, Superman's been fighting The Rock in that movie. But that's what The Rock said. He said that him and Superman are fighting in this movie, and it's Cavill. And then, of course, I sent that shit in the group the other day that Henry Cavill is coming back as Superman from Man of Steel 2. So might see Supes and Black Adam fighting a little bit in this movie.
I can see that like that could be like at the end. I can see that them doing that maybe like a post
credit.
Yeah, credit scene, and then that's what's going to tie into that new Superman that they were about to be in production for. Now here's what I will say: the Rotten Tomato rankings have came out. The 52. Now, what I'll say is we know that Rotten Tomatoes for some reason has a bias against hero movies. They actually have for some reason any type
They
of
love Marvel.
action. Kind of. It depends on the Marvel. They only like woke Marvel movies. So like the Black Panther's highly rated. The Shang-Chi is highly rated. And the Captain Marvel's highly rated. But if you look at the regular ones.
They had that high, all those higher than the Dark Knight at one point.
Exactly. Because, they're trying, which I mean, they're good movies, but I don't think, is Captain Marvel, was it a 90 something?
Yes. I don't know if it still is, but it was when it initially dropped. Yes. I like Shang-Chi. I like Black Panther.
I like Shang-Chi too, but I can't find the Rotten Tomatoes for.
Like I'm super excited for this Wakanda Forever. God, it looks fucking good. Every time we go to the movie theater,
I disagree.
They play it. What?
I'm not gonna lie. It
Bro,
looks the movie doesn't look good to me. Based off the trailer, it doesn't look good to me. Oh, so its current Rotten Tomatoes is 79. I'm not gonna fake it. It's not. I don't think it's that good. It's good.
Captain Marvel or
Captain Marvel. I give it a 70, not a 79. But
that's fair. I'm a 60%er on that movie.
Yeah, but anyway, like if you look at like the original Avengers, the score's not that high. The Iron Mans aren't that high. So they have a bias against like action movies, especially like just regular superhero movies.
I don't know. Didn't they give the Batman a very good score though?
I think it did. Let's see, 85. Yeah, at 85. Yeah. But with the Batman movies, I feel like since it's a little more realistic and it's less CGI because there's nobody like flying around, yada yada yada. Since it's more of a normal movie,
right?
It's rated better because Batman doesn't have any actual powers; he just has the suit, and he just has money and gadgets. Oh my God, I did 770 million box office.
Listen, man, when you look at Rotten Tomatoes,
you gotta take it with a grain of salt.
You never look at the critic score; you always go audience. You always go audience every time.
I just never understood what they go off of because they have some great movies, in my opinion, that are just rated so low. Like
it's because
they're just people's opinions.
Yeah, they just critique it based on, I don't like how this was shot, or I don't like how this looks, or I didn't like the sound mixing on this scene or whatever. They do that bullshit, man.
Oh, so it's very like particular. is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Like nitpicking.
Yes.
Now,
Yeah.
what I like to go by.
Right. Yeah.
So what I like to go by is the Google users, and it said 90% like this movie. So that's a good sign to me. That's what I go by usually, because it tells you what percent of people that watched it liked it. This is 90%. So we'll see. I'm nervous because Black Adam's one of my favorite characters in DC, and The Rock's one of my favorite celebrities. So it's like a perfect both of them, and I'm gonna be just upset if the movie's not good. It's gonna hurt my heart. It's like the second Venom. Broke my heart.
That was a terrible movie.
Broke my heart.
Yeah, I never go off critic score. Very rarely do you ever have the critics and the audience match. Right. I mean, it's just very rare. I mean, you got to go with the audience because guess what? You yourself or the audience, you're not a movie critic. I mean, I guess anybody can be a movie critic, really. But I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. Let's see. I'm looking at these.
But yeah, Calvin, they're just really picky. Like everybody that goes to see a superhero movie, right? What are they looking for? Badass visuals, action, awesome special effects, right? You know, all that shit. Nobody's looking for a way a camera angle's looked at or how it's shot or the cinematography. No one gives a damn about that.
No.
Right. We're not there to see that. We're there to see fucking action and incredible special effects.
Right, for that specific kind of movie. Yeah.
Right.
Now,
that's the separation.
This is very discouraging. It says Black Adam review: Dwayne Johnson's anti-hero superhero movie is anti-entertaining.
Oh no, that's not good.
A bad plan is better than no plan at all. This line that pops up at various points during Black Adam. Oh my goodness. I found some negative reviews.
They're kind of shitting on that movie, Fias.
Black Adam's review: Bleak Adam brings little to DC Universe. Oh my goodness.
But my thing is it about shit on though? Like, if you're gonna shit on a movie, is it like, are you stating facts or is it?
Well, obviously, a lot of these articles just this is just so like this Black Adam review: Dwayne Johnson's superhero debut is another catastrophe for DC Film Universe. Now, this is just some David Elrich guy that posted this 5 hours ago, and it's just it's like some random article. So it was just him putting this up on this thing. Yeah. So it's just his personal opinion. Because like things like movies and music, it's art. So, and one person can look at a piece of art and think it's beautiful. Another person can look at the exact same piece of art and think it's absolute garbage. So that's why
100% right.
Right. That's why I don't really like to take I don't like to do this where I look into it, but I'm nervous just because this is like such an important character for me. So I'm a little nervous because normally I just go in with no expectations at all, which I'm probably I'm gonna mentally prepare myself to go in with no expectations. So even if it's just a decent movie, it'll still seem better to me than to hold it up to this high pedestal and it be down here, then I feel disappointed. But I don't know if this guy has any credibility whatsoever. I'm getting on his Twitter, he has 127,000 followers. Okay. His
pretty good. Excuse me.
Oh. He is just some dude that gives his opinion on movies.
Does he got a YouTube?
No, he has a video countdown.
That's what I like doing. Be honest with you.
Best 25 best films of the year.
I have found people I watch on YouTube that review movies that I notice like I like the same things in movies that they do. So like I get a good reading, before I go into a movie.
Oh, people have like the same taste.
But I don't let it sway me. Yeah, but I don't let it sway me. Like if I enjoy a movie that they don't like, I'm not like, I'm not going in there to agree with them. You know what I mean?
You stupid bitch.
Yeah, pretty much, right?
Just going in on them. We'll see. I'm still nervous, but I'm just gonna put all of that aside. And again, it's just like the Fast and Furious, the Transformers. As long as there's some loud, like with the Transformers and Fast, as long as there's some fast cars, some explosions, and some fighting, I'm good.
Well, you definitely gonna get that in them fucking movies.
It is a success for me because that's all I'm expecting. So for this movie, I'm just expecting some good fight scenes, some explosion, and him doing some wild, strong shit. That's it. I'm not expecting much else. So I'm pretty sure they're gonna hit that on the head. It's like a Hulk movie. You don't go
I
into
hear
a
you.
Hulk movie expecting a complex plot. You just go into a Hulk movie wanting him to just fuck everything up. We'll see. All right, I'm ready to move on. I want to get caught up.
You're gonna have fun. Gonna be stressed out watching this now because he's like, he's gonna start. After this, he's gonna really take a deep dive into the reviews. And be like, oh shit, they really talking shit about it, man.
Yeah.
He gonna be like,
Damn.
he gonna start be like, man, should I waste this $20 or not?
Oh no, I'm gonna go
Shit.
see it. I got it. I have to see it, so I got to go regardless.
Well,
Every Marvel DC movie I have to see in theater.
like I said, man, I hope you enjoy it. Hope it's a good one. Hope it's not like a letdown or nothing like that. So
I hope not, but that movie's been in production hell for like 8 fucking years.
Yeah, it's been in production.
That's what it took forever for them to make this movie.
Jesus, man. Yeah. Have you guys talked about football yet?
No,
we haven't.
Bro.
we can't talk Vols because someone's not on here to talk Vols. Number one Vols fan's not even here to talk about the Vols upsetting Alabama.
Only thing I gotta say is that I don't know how you basically give up a free touchdown and still come away with the game in crunch time. That's the thing that still blows my mind about that game. Just
I mean, they're just good.
One simple mistake, man, like really should have really cost them the game, to be honest. But somehow they bounced back.
A little bit of a late PI call. I mean, the ball was intercepted. Then he waited till that man had about 30 yards down the field. Then he threw the flag for that PI. Now, whether it was extremely late.
The thing about it, though, a call like that, I feel like it go both ways. Would you make that a no call in that situation? Because they were both handsy. I mean, it was both ways, man.
Well, I'm throwing if I'm calling it, I'm dropping the flag before the ball gets there.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like I'm in my mind, I've already made up the mind. Okay, that's pass interference on defense. I'm dropping the flag now. I'm not waiting to see what happens. I've never understood that as a referee, why they do that shit. And that's what he did. And then not only that, he threw the flag so late after that. The dude was already 30 yards down the field returning the interception.
Yeah.
And you can't drop the flag at that point. You cannot do that. And then there was a couple other questionable calls. I think Alabama would have scored on that one drive where they didn't get the roughing the passer call that they reviewed for targeting. But the issue wasn't targeting. The issue was it was clearly like roughing the passer. Like he hit him like 3 or 4 seconds after the ball was delivered, and he hit him high. They didn't call it. But you gotta give props to Tennessee, man. They played a hell of a game, a hell of a team.
That damn dude Hooker and the wide receiver, man.
They just got the connection.
5 receptions for how many touchdowns?
He had 5. He had 5.
That's
man, that's what I say. You gotta give Tennessee all the credit too. Alabama played bad. I mean, Alabama had 17 penalties. I mean, something absurd. I mean, that's just shit ton of penalties. But it does finest.
Take away from Tennessee though to play that
right.
Like I mean,
right. It's not Tennessee's fault. Alabama had 17 penalties. Tennessee played the game, right?
Yeah.
It's not Tennessee's fault that maybe Alabama's a little down this year. Doesn't matter. They still play. You gotta give them credit, and they won the damn game.
Yeah. But all right, they beat Alabama. You think they can beat Georgia?
I At first I thought yes, and then I realized they're playing at Georgia, and that's a rough place to play. I'm not saying they're gonna get blown out by Georgia, but
It's gonna be a hard game.
Dude, you see it all the time, right? Where like really, like even really, really good teams, they go into that one environment, right? I mean, shit, you saw this weekend with Penn State going into Michigan. It just got housed by Michigan. Penn State's a damn good football team. And it's just one of those things where certain environments, they can get to you early and you can lose. But I don't know. I think it'll be a good game. Either way, another good game. I think this is what I think is about to happen now. Alabama's going to win out. They're going to make that SEC championship game. And if they play Tennessee or Georgia on a neutral site, they beat either one of them. That's what I think happens. I think so too. I really do. So the best case scenario for Tennessee, honestly, because this is what's going to happen. Tennessee's got to go undefeated. They got to be, if they want to make the playoff. I've thought about this. They've got to beat Georgia, right? Because if Georgia beats them, Georgia's going to defeat it, going to SEC championship game, right? And they're going to play Alabama most likely. If Alabama beats them, right, Alabama's going to go to the playoff automatically because they're SEC champions. But if you're Tennessee or you're Georgia and you were undefeated up to that game, like last year, remember Alabama beat them, right? Georgia was undefeated. And then they lost the SEC championship game, and then Georgia got in to the playoff.
Yeah, two SEC teams are going to end up in it. So basically, Bama, right. And if Bama wins the championship, they'll take the number one spot, assuming they win out. And then that SEC team between Georgia or Tennessee that's undefeated will move to fourth.
Yeah.
Because they'll be number one at that
point. But same time, you know how they operate. They won't put the other SEC team at 4. They're going to put them at 3 because that's what they did last year because they're going to want that all SEC championship final.
I think they want the opposite.
But I think, and you know what? You might be right because maybe they want Ohio State or Michigan. Well, take that back. It's going to be Ohio State.
It'll depend. Yeah, it'll depend who's the other two for sure.
Right. But see, this is where if you're Georgia and you lose to Tennessee, even though you have one loss, this is where you get fucked. Because if Tennessee beats Georgia, Tennessee's going undefeated all the way to the SEC championship game. They lose to Alabama, right? And it's Alabama and Tennessee going, not Georgia. And Georgia only has one loss. But if Tennessee were to beat, or Georgia was to beat Alabama, then you would have that one loss, whoever lost that game between Georgia and Tennessee going instead of Alabama.
Right.
So
basically, since Tennessee and Georgia are both in the East, the only way either of them can survive if both of them have to beat Bama so that both of them are undefeated until they play, and one of them only has one loss, the other one's undefeated.
Right. Whoever wins this game between those two,
that's this week, right?
Next week.
Next week.
Okay. Yeah. It has to beat Alabama in the SEC championship game. Because if Tennessee loses to Georgia, let's just say they lose to Georgia, right? That'd be Tennessee's only loss most likely for the whole year. That means they'd be one loss SEC team, and probably if Georgia goes undefeated, obviously they're going to be the number one team in the country. We just know that. That's just how it works. Right. So their only loss would be number one team in the country at Georgia. Okay, if Georgia beats Alabama in the SEC championship game, then Tennessee would hop Alabama for sure.
Right.
So
if you have a one. There's still 12 games, right? So if you go 11-1 regular season, your only loss is to an undefeated Georgia team. You're
a number one team in the country. Yeah,
you're probably sitting at 2 or 3 or 4.
You're probably on the outside. You're probably sitting at 5.
Well, until after the SEC for sure. Yeah, you're sitting at 5.
Right.
And then you have 2 teams from the East in the playoffs.
You know what would have been really fucking crazy? If Alabama did beat Tennessee, right? And Alabama goes undefeated, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Tennessee beats Georgia, right?
Right.
Well, then Tennessee, never mind. Tennessee goes to the championship game, wouldn't matter. I was thinking you could have a scenario where they all might have had one loss.
All 3 of them?
Yeah.
How would that work?
But it wouldn't work.
You could.
because they play.
Well, no, it's the SEC.
Yeah.
They'll have to play again.
Right. Because
Well, no.
Georgia would sit out. If Tennessee beat Georgia, right, in this hypothetical situation, Alabama would have one loss. Or no, Alabama would be undefeated.
Yeah, you can have all three of them one loss. So because Bama has a loss now, Tennessee's undefeated, Georgia's undefeated. So let's say Tennessee beats Georgia. Tennessee's still undefeated. Georgia has one. Bama has one. But then Georgia beats Tennessee in the championship game. Tennessee, Georgia, Bama, all three have one loss.
Well, Georgia and Tennessee wouldn't play in the championship game because they're in the same division.
Bama beats Bama beats Tennessee that beat Georgia already, and Tennessee would play Bama. Bama's already lost. Tennessee's undefeated.
Shit. Yeah,
Bama would beat Tennessee in the SEC championship. All three of them would have just one loss.
How the hell do you pick that for the playoffs? Because you can't put all three of them. If you put three SEC schools in the top four, people would riot. Even though those are probably the three best teams.
Yeah, you could.
Besides Ohio State.
Right. There's definitely a scenario. I feel like there's definitely a scenario where you would, because like you said, you're talking about they'd be the top three teams. Their only loss are to the other two top three teams.
Yeah.
But like you said, in the eyes of the fans,
they go. Hey, can you imagine being a Big Ten or ACC fan? Like maybe because I think Clemson's about to run the table in the ACC and go undefeated, right? And win their but at the same time, as undefeated Clemson who won the ACC, a better team, right? Because it's supposed to be the four best teams in the country. Are they a better team than a one-loss Bama, a one-loss Georgia, and a one-loss Tennessee?
Nope.
Not sure the schedule wise. Not sure the schedule wise either.
Exactly. Well, and USC just lost to the Pac-12's done. They're not going to get in there. Even if USC wins their conference championship with one loss, they won't get in. The schedule's not there.
Right.
And because they lost to Utah, who Florida beat. Florida's a mid-level. Well,
SEC.
they won't be for long. They're mid-level SEC right now. Like they're middle of the pack to bat.
Yeah, there is. It's possible now. Bama, Georgia, and Tennessee all up in there.
They would never do it. They would just the amount of. They get so much shit for putting two SEC teams in there.
Yeah, they do. They get hella shit.
They got hella shit last year, and the two teams that made it to the championship game were both in. It was Georgia and Alabama. They still took shit for it. Like, what?
It was a rematch of the SEC.
They were clearly the two best teams in the country. They met back up.
Dude, what's Tennessee's recruiting class looking like? I know they got the number one quarterback. Actually,
they got the number two quarterback.
Is he number two?
Yeah. Arch Manning's number one.
Yeah.
Bro, do you think he's better than Archie, though?
No.
You don't think so?
No. Archie is like once in a generation type quarterback. But that's just because that kid's been playing quarterback since he was 5, and look at his lineage
of who he's.
I mean, his two uncles played in the NFL, won Super Bowls, right? Were all Americans, almost won Heisman's when they were in college. His grandfather played in the NFL, was an All American the tutelage he's had his whole life has been built up for this moment to be the like Andrew Luck or Peyton Manning, obviously his uncle, or just generational talents that just come once in a blue moon.
Archie's dad is not it. Eli and Manning are the uncle. Eli and Peyton are the uncles, right? Because yes. I think I saw an interview where they were saying who's the better quarterback out of the brothers growing up. They said, who's the third brother? What's his name?
Cooper.
I heard they said Cooper was actually I heard he was a quarterback.
He was, but he moved to wide receiver because they put Peyton at quarterback in high school. But he was the best. He was the best athlete out of all three of them. Is what's the truth to that? Because he played wide receiver and he was fast, and he went to go play at Ole Miss, but then he had some kind of back problem.
Injury,
in his career. They said he was the most athletic and like giftedly athletic out of all of them.
Oh, that might have been what it was then.
So they're saying he's the most athletic, right? Well, that's Arch Manning's dad. Okay, that's his dad. All right, so he's got the athleticism right there. Then you add in the fact that his uncles have been teaching him how to play quarterback since he was 5. His uncles are, one's definitely a Hall of Famer, and you can make an argument the other one's going to be in the Hall of Fame.
Right.
It's just. I mean, but at the same time, he could fold under the pressure there. I mean, that is such a burden to carry, man. Just the pressure he's got. I mean, and he's going to Texas, which it's going to be even worse because
Texas.
Yeah, he's going to Texas.
Jeez.
And they're going to be fucking nasty because as soon as he committed, all these like 5-star receivers started committing left and right to Texas. But Tennessee's recruit class ain't bad. I think it's like 10th in the country. Alabama's number 1. I think Texas is 2 or 3. I think Georgia is either 2 or 3. Florida could have a scary good recruiting class if they get a couple commits that they're trying to get right now. They have like 4 or 5 stars that they're going after that are like very high on them. So if they get 2 or 3 of those, they'll be a top 5 class. See, that's what I'm trying to say. Like I think Tennessee's going to be good for a while, but this is where I'm giving them credit. The SEC's down as a whole. We all know this. The normal teams that are elite and really good are not good this year, or not as good as they usually are. Like LSU's down. Florida's obviously down, right? Auburn's down. I mean, Alabama is a really good football team, but they're not the same Alabama we're used to, right? They're not. They're just not. They're not the same Alabama we're used to. Texas A&M's down. I mean, all these schools that I got to give Tennessee credit for beating. They're taking advantage of their schedule, and they should. I mean, but the SEC's down as a whole. So, and it's not going to take very long for those teams to come back because they're going to recruit elite talent. They're going to get that elite talent, and then then it's like they're back to normal.
Yes, selling point. I mean, who wouldn't love to go to a Florida school too? I mean, shit.
Bro, that's what I'm saying. I hate it. I hate it for our Tennessee buddies, but it's the truth. It's just honest the truth. Like, eventually, Brian Kelly and LSU are going to be really good again. Like, it's just a matter of time. Like,
but now you got those NIL deals, and now it's all about.
That's what's going to make it worse. I know.
Who can throw up?
See,
I wouldn't want to. I hate now that like money's like really like a big factor into it now, man. I really do.
Well, the kid that's going to UT, that quarterback you're talking about, he's reportedly going to get $8 million on his deal. Now, you're right in that aspect. That has changed recruiting, and it's already affected Alabama and some other schools. But I'm telling you, in due time, all those schools are just going to start doing that shit, like Texas A&M did last year. Texas A&M had the number 1 recruiting class in the country, and we're pulling kids from everywhere. Like they had no business pulling. Like they were pulling 5 stars out of Florida and shit. Like that just doesn't happen. Now it's the NIL, like you said. But once Nick Saban and some of these other schools get real on board with it, like in LSU, like in Auburn, like in Alabama, I'm just saying. Like, shit's gonna go back the way it was. It just is.
Yeah, they'll figure a way out.
Ooh, that was thick. That was real thick.
I know I rambled and talked for a long time about that, but
hey, you broke it down. That's all it is. You broke it down. Oh, that's all I got for this year. It's getting past my bedtime. Anybody else, guys got anything else before we close her out? Any last minute rants?
Yo, what we gonna do when I come down, bro? No Spurs, obviously.
Thursday, you're coming in Thursday, right, or Wednesday?
Thursday, I think.
Thursday we're hooping. Then Friday's the game. Saturday, figure something out. You leave Monday, right?
Nah, Sunday. Early
Well,
Sunday.
Then yeah, we can figure something out Saturday, but I still gotta work. So
What? Okay.
well, I work on Thursday and Saturday. But I'm working around your flight for Thursday. And then Sunday, it's
I'm gonna just bring my Xbox, bro. I'm just
Nah.
yeah, you can bring that.
I'm
And then
bringing
we're gonna go. We can go to the cigar lounge. We do that Saturday, and then hit up
the
Applebee's.
what you say?
I said, and then hit up Applebee's.
This motherfucker loves some damn Applebee's, bro.
Oh, it's half price, dude. You can't beat
This
that.
man love is like you put stock in Applebee's, bro.
Huh?
You put stock in Applebee's.
Hell no, them bitches going out of business everywhere.
They do, man.
Shit. Hey, are they even publicly traded? I'm gonna look.
I don't think so. They're hard to find. I think there's one in Columbia, Calvin. I think that's the closest one to us.
I think, yeah, there's not one in Cool Springs or
Not anymore. Or Franklin. Nope.
I found the company that owns them. It's called Dine Brands. They own IHOP and Applebee's.
Oh shit.
IHOP's fire.
I never said it wasn't fire. I'm just saying they're closing them left and right.
Are they? The one out here does well.
Yeah, bro. I think they closed the one in Franklin, didn't they, Calvin?
Yeah.
They did. Yeah, they did.
They closed that one though because they stopped being 24 hours and they went downhill from there. Because they probably make their money in that post bar run, post downtown run at
absolutely
3 a.m. Yeah.
Absolutely.
And then Sunday mornings is probably where they make good money.
That's why I'm shook that Steak and Shake's still up and running. Because they have set hours now. Like they don't open till like 10:30.
Really?
Yeah, 10:30, and they close at like.
Are you talking about the one 10. By the DMV?
Yeah, bro. They have set hours now.
The one off 96?
Yes. They're not 24 hours anymore. No. And it's like 10:30 they open or 10 or something like that. And I think they close at like 10 p.m. or 9:30 p.m. I swear to God.
Damn.
I don't know if it's because of staffing issue, and it might be, but I'm just
probably staffing.
But yeah, man.
That I don't like that at all, man. COVID has really screwed up a lot of things, bro. You can't do the late night.
Walmart hey, man. Yeah, same thing with Walmart. They're closed. You're right. Dude, Steak and Shake, though, when you go downtown to Nashville, bro, and you just get back towards 96, man, that shit would hit at 1:30 in the morning like crazy.
Bro. I can't even go to that Waffle House anymore, man, up the street, because there's so much bullshit that's happened there.
Like, what do you mean?
There's been 2 shootings there within the past year.
What?
Yeah, bro. There was some I forgot, man. Like some kid that went to either Centennial or Franklin, got into an argument with some kids or something like that, and literally shot at them, at the car.
Jesus Christ!
I'm like, all right.
Is this the one on the 96?
Yeah, the one right next to across the street from or diagonal from McDonald's.
What the
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn. Yeah, just go to the one by Lowe's. That one, the newer one. That was
yeah, I know you're talking about the one by Panda over there by Cool Springs. Yeah.
Yeah.
That one's always packed, bro.
Slammed. Yeah. It's literally off the interstate. Well, I mean, so's the other one, but I don't know.
It might be the busiest Waffle House I've ever seen. I'm not making this shit up, bro. When I've ever drove past it 11, 12 o'clock during the day, that motherfucker is full.
Jumping.
Just hopping.
I don't even like Waffle House like that, to be honest.
Anything that's in Cool Springs during lunchtime, it's gonna be packed. It doesn't matter what the hell it is.
It's crazy.
Just packed. Mickey D's packed. Jonathan's, Wendy's packed.
True. You ain't lying.
You say what?
Said that 4 for 4.
Packed. Exactly.
Yeah.
This shit is on budget. All right. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Appreciate you guys for listening. This has been Garza 615. We'll catch you guys next week. We are out.
Peace.